Welcome to Chapter 2 of Enlightenment. It's my journey to find the doors of perception and open up what I believe to be my inner spirit and find true love and happiness, because it's not found from others, it's found from within. So welcome to Chapter 2 as we sit here at Turquoise Lake out in Leadville, Colorado. One of my favorite places to come to kayak on the lake, to mountain bike, to hike, and Cooper Mountain just up the road where I was snowboarding this morning. So remember, seize the day, carpe diem. Go and get something, do something, and embrace the day. Know that you've lived it. Don't let it pass you by. Don't sit by complacently and watch the day go by. Choose to do something. Get up and go do it, because you know every time you do, you're going to feel better. It's all about your fitness and your body and your diet and your exercise to reignite your body when you're going through, whether it's death, divorce, whatever it may be. This adversity creates the platform for the greatest achievement in life. We must move forward with trying to be positive and just cast out all negativity. Adversity comes in life. It will come to all of us. You'll all lose someone. We all suffer pain. So this is about some of the tools that Phil Stutz shared through the film that Jonah Hill did called Stutz. And I encourage anyone who's going through a difficult time to tap into it. The tools are remarkable. I've been in therapy 2 or 3 or 4 times in my life before this, and for years at a time, and never felt like I was given the tools to take care of the problem. I always walked away going, I vented, she listened, he listened, and now I'm out of here. These tools, which are so simple, so basic, it's kind of crazy, but Phil is such a simple man, but just a genius of sorts, because he's tapped in through his Parkinson's disease to basically the higher forces of the universe, and he brings that down here to earth. And when you watch him in this film, you'll know this is a man whose heart is pure, and he's just understanding that perfection is never ever attainable. It's not something we can attain. So realize that, as we talked about the string of pearls, or we're going to talk about the string of pearls, inside every pearl you put together during the day, there's going to be a turd. And that turd is the imperfection that comes. All of it. None of it will ever be perfect. So welcome and enjoy.
I don't tell him all the things you said. I don't tell him about the nights you left. I don't show him these texts I saved, all the games you play. They don't know nothing about it. Whenever somebody says your name, I don't break. I just say it's for the best. It's over now. Wasn't anyone's fault, it didn't work out. She's a good girl, just wasn't the one. We wanted different things, we had a good run. She's better off, so am I. It is what it is, yeah, it's alright. I don't tell him how you broke my heart, I just tell him that we grew apart. That say about me? Am I that weak? Cause I just keep saying it's for the best. It's over now. Wasn't anyone's fault, it didn't work out. She's a good girl, just wasn't the one. We wanted different things, we had a good run. She's better off, and so am I. It is what it is, yeah, it's alright. I don't tell him how you broke my heart, I just tell him that we grew apart. I don't drag your name through the mud.
This journey to enlightenment has already taken me down the road to discover the natural beauty of our land, with its majestic peaks and its purest and unadulterated form. Where standing alone in its elements, one feels the power of our universe. Seek and you shall find, knock and the door will open into the amazing world we've been given to enjoy our lives. The gift of life is not to be ignored, lest we miss the opportunity to live in the present moment. It is called the present for a reason, as it must be opened daily. So I don't want to diminish the fact of going through this divorce in any way. I just don't want to talk about and delve into the details. But certainly it is something that I think about every single day. I think about my wife. And I think about the 25 years we had together. We had 20 really, really great years, and the last 5 were rocky. But anyway, in moving forward with one of the things that's helped me immensely is what's called the grateful flow. And the grateful flow is something that Phil talks about, where we just basically fill ourselves with all of the things we're grateful for, and we just count them out by closing our eyes. And we fill our inner spirit with a grateful flow. And then we release that into the person that's done you harm, or you believe has done you harm. And it's amazing the feelings that one gets when they do that. To just be grateful for what they have. So I'm very grateful for today. I'm alive, I'm doing well. But more importantly, I'm utilizing these tools on a daily basis to basically get myself out of depression. Because I certainly fall into it in the mornings, and first thing I do is either go to the gym and take care of the body, and then diet and sleep. Those 3 things are the 3 components of the body, which is the bottom level of the pyramid, which is body, others, and yourself. And so the body requires good sleep, great diet, and exercise of some sort, whether it's walking, hiking, biking, snowboarding, whatever it is. Go and do something, because that fills you with the endorphins that are released by the pituitary gland, and basically give you that dopamine, that feeling good about yourself. And that's one of the strings of the pearls that we put together. The pearls that are put together with the string. So putting these things together on a daily basis is super important. Body comes first. The next step is to go out of your way. Like for example, like today I was on the ski lift, and each time I'm on it, I snowboard alone most of the time. And when I do, I meet people on the lift because I share a ride with them, and I get to talk with them and meet all kinds of different people. And it's important for me to extend myself right away and say, hey, how's your day going? You can't wait for people to come to you when you're in this state of adversity in your life. You must take that step, that faith step, to say that you're going to form relationships and have a life again. And then third is we talk about you, which is basically journaling. And it's something I would encourage everyone to do. Journal every day so that you tap into the unconscious within you and you understand what you're actually feeling. Journaling has been super important for me, and then those 3 components make up the pyramid of your life force. And if you take those steps every day, take care of your body, eat the right foods, rest well, you'll find your disposition, your demeanor, and your overall enthusiasm for life increasing because you feel good about yourself. It's very important to feel good about yourself during these times because many people just spiral down into a depression, and the depression gets you nowhere. It's just negative thoughts. You think all these horrible things about the other person or what's going on or what's going to come of it. It's uncertainty. It's that second component of the 3 aspects of reality: pain, uncertainty, and constant work. Uncertainty is something that we have all the time. We don't know the answers to everything, and we're never going to know it. So uncertainty is one of those things that we always have to learn to deal with too, and we just can't keep guessing. And remember, one of the most important things I ever heard was 99% of what you worry about will never come true. Only 1% does. So when you have those negative thoughts that come upon you, which we all do, don't dwell on them and just cast them out and say, that's bullshit. That's not going to come true. I'm just drumming up this worst case scenario in my mind. Believe that if you find your life force and you're true to yourself, that others will be attracted to you. And it's not about pleasing anyone, it's about pleasing yourself and making sure that you're whole. Truth. Out here at Turquoise Lake, getting set to start the second chapter in this enlightenment. But I've found a place that is my muse, a place where I can come and have peace and quiet and think and explore. But gotta be truthful here. Just went through the rockiest time in my life, 25-year marriage, and it's over, and I don't want to talk about that, but I had the great opportunity to watch a show on Netflix called Stutz, and that Stutz show was a breakthrough for me because Jonah Hill did this film, which is truly remarkable, because he had, the opportunity to film his psychotherapist, Phil Stutz, and it's really an incredible film that basically gives you the tools finally to break through, if you're facing death, divorce, tough times in your life. So the three aspects of reality are pain, uncertainty, and constant work. We all know this, right? But what we have to do is embrace the process of pain and understand that it's part of life. And it's through this adversity that we actually begin to grow. That's when we actually come out of complacency and we're no longer lethargic. And we have to embrace life and embrace the process. There's pain, whether you're going to lose someone in your life, there's always going to be pain. And Phil talks about basically embracing and loving the process as opposed to fighting it and feeling like, you're owed something and someone owes you something. Nobody owes you anything. It's life. That's what happens. So this divorce for me, as I said, I'm not going to talk about it. We grew apart. That's simple. That's really how simple it is. We grew apart. We hit the empty nester syndrome, and we basically, didn't remember how to have a relationship, and then we grew apart with our beliefs and everything. So that's enough said about that. What I'm most excited about talking about is, how to get through that. 25 years is a long time, and it's taken a lot of self-examination during this time. But now that I have the tools from Stutz to be able to cope with this, each day is a journey. It's like one day at a time. It's like the 12-step process. You just take each day at a time. So I'm out here after snowboarding at Turquoise Lake. There's a big storm moving in, and we're going to get some serious snow. It's already almost, it's coming down pretty good. So stay tuned.
Even if it don't come true, dreaming is what dreamers do. Heaven's keys on green to blue are never gray. Even if it all goes bust, your pretty pearls are fade to rise. Angel wings to angel dust every day. Worry no more. Oh, worry no more. There's an open door for you. Worry no more. walking through the clouds, bottles breaking, angry crowds. Lion tamers can't be found anywhere. I'm listening to the sounds of miles, Spanish sketches, playground smiles, crowded streets and empty vials, but all to share. Worry no more, oh worry no more. It's an open door for you. Worry no more, oh worry no more. It's an open door for you. Worry no more, oh worry no more. It's an open door for you.
We're also frightened by time, the way it moves on and the way things disappear. But that's why we're photographers. We're preservationists by nature. We take pictures to stop time, to commit moments to eternity. Human nature made tangible. Photography and vlogging are passions of mine, and therefore require no validation from others. Caring what people think about what you're doing is irrelevant. If you love to do something, then do it. Do not look for approval from others, but set out to pursue your passions in life, which are the very root of finding your life force. So to all the kind people out there who leave positive comments, thank you in advance. And for the haters, I have no room left in my life with the time that I've been allotted for any hatred or any negativity. Only positive peace and love. All right. Oh, that's a little bit better. I was holding that camera and it was cold. It's cold out here. Probably about 18 degrees. Starting to snow. So, these tools that Jonah Hill felt so compelled after going through this therapy with Phil Stutz for 5 years. He said, you know, I'm going to go to Netflix and have them help me produce a film about my psychotherapist. Of course, I'm sure that idea went over big time with Netflix at first, but after having seen it, and I'd encourage anyone who's going through a divorce, a death in the family, something tragic that's happened to you, watch Stutz. I've watched it 9 times. I've bought his book called Tools, and he actually gives you these tools which are really relevant, like finding your life force. So this is all part of me trying to find my life force and trying to be honest and just speak from my heart, because it's only when we're vulnerable, as Phil says, that we actually begin to connect with other people. And you know, millions of people go through divorces, millions of people go through death. You lose a brother, sister, a mother, whatever it is. We all have these things happen to us, and you know, it's so important to understand that pain is part of life. And again, without this adversity, we would never have the greatest opportunity to have the greatest achievement of our life. So it's very important that we understand this adversity is part of life. It's not something that's coming at you and trying to attack you and you're not owed anything for it. It's pain, and you have to deal with that pain. And my goal is to become very positive, which I'm doing each day, and trying not to dwell on the depression and everything of, you know, what I've gone through. It's, you know, we grew apart. That's as simple as it was. We grew apart. And it doesn't, I don't need to get into the reasons why. What I want to do is talk about when we have that type of adversity in our life, do we shirk from it? Do we hide? Do we start drinking, do drugs, whatever it is? Or do we actually, you know, just reach out and embrace the process and say, this is something that I have to do. I have to get through this. There are only 2 options, death or getting through it. And you might as well get through it in a good way, right? Feel good about yourself. Go out and, as he talks about, the components of life force are the body, and then connection with other people, and then yourself. And by body, he means go out, exercise, seize the day, do something with your body so that you feel good about yourself. The second thing is always reach out to other people and take that step of faith that you can talk to them. Don't wait for them to talk to you. And then the third thing is you, and that is journaling on a daily basis to basically tap into your subconscious and understand what it is that's going on in your mind, so that you can better begin to deal with everything. Sun's coming out, it's breaking through the clouds here. Huh, crazy, nice, okay. So this is chapter 2 of Enlightenment, and through this process, I want to share the tools that Jonah Hill was kind enough, and thank God, what an incredible man. He's changed his life. You can tell he's on fire. He's the great new film called You People. Great interracial dynamic that's going on there. He taps into the culture of society today and tells the truth about what's going on. Another great film from Jonah Hill. He wrote that, and he didn't direct it, but he produced and starred in it. So it's a great film. Try that out. So here we are at Turquoise Lake. It is Monday, the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. Oh, well, we never even really celebrated Valentine's anyway. We thought it was kind of a phony holiday that was created for candy, and we weren't either one of us big candy people, so didn't do too much there. But anyway, so the tools, life force, your body, and then the third thing is string of pearls. String of pearls is something he talks about, and each and every day you get up, and when you get out of bed, that's the first pearl. You've gotten out of bed and you've had a cup of coffee, and then say you go to the gym and you work out, there's another pearl that you've put into place. And life is about putting together these pearls and understanding that in each of these pearls is a turd, and that turd is basically the thing that is not going to go exactly right. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. Perfection is not something we can achieve, and so we got to stop trying to do that. So this string of pearls you put together on a daily basis by going shopping, getting food, exercising, taking care of your mind, journaling, reading books, and basically embracing life and saying, I'm not going to sit by idly and just become complacent and not enjoy life when you're going through this pain. Part of the process is to grow through it, embrace it, and understand that this is an opportunity for you to grow more and to become a better person. So I hope that my journey will be something that you might like. As we journey down this road, I'm going to explore his book called Tools, and basically talk about some of the things that are helping me, and I hope it'll help other people, because again, pain, uncertainty, and constant work are part of life that always happen, and we just need to understand it's okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through this.